All right, y'all, we back at it again. About to get this thing going. Live again, right? This audio. Where? Let me see. Where is this? Okay, there it is. Oh, we back again. You know these channels out here. You know they need us, right? These WMMA fighters. So this is what we do. This is what I do over here. Where would they be without somebody steady promoting them, right? I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Big Soldier MVP. What's going on, man? I don't think I've seen you before. Maybe I have. Big Soldier MVP. Marcus Bell, what's going on? Saint, what's up, man? All right, let's see here. Got Ernest Richardson in here. Okay, so let me get started here in like a couple minutes. I just want to, get this StreamYard, make sure it's running right. Sometimes I don't trust how it does when it first opens. All right, and of course I was just listening to BJ's video. BJ, oh boy, BJ, he had to come back with something. BJ had to bring it all the way back to Jillian Robertson somehow. We're talking about Manone and Macy Barber, but he somehow brings it all the way back. Only BJ. Two Beasts. What's up, TJ? What's going on? Yeah, man. Let's see. Ernest said Amorim is a booty chick. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, what does booty chick mean? I mean, I saw a girl with skills last night or Friday night. Like, what does booty chick mean? I mean, I don't get that. She's a girl with a belt. She's a girl with 6 finishes on her resume. She's a girl not trying to rush into the UFC. She said, I want to keep improving as a fighter. Well, we're going to talk about that. I got stuff. I got points for days on that. I mean, if you call her like just a OnlyFans girl, I mean, come on now. The girl's undefeated. The girl's undefeated. The girl is in LFA working. It's not like she in the UFC talking junk. She's not pulling an Eileen Perez. Stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. Why are you calling her a booty shit? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 first round finishes in the organization that she's in. How is she overrated? How would she get fast tracked to the UFC on her looks when she just said that she's going to take time to work, though? I mean, it's only if you looking at her like that and you think, oh, she attractive, but she earned the belt. I mean, she earned the belt. Love Young was legit competition at LFA, and she beat her fair and square. Right? Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. We got 11 people. Make sure you hit the like button because that's where I want to start. Perfect timing. There you go, Ernest, because we're going in now. All right. So this past Friday, Jacqueline Amorim scored another first round finish via armbar over an experienced fighter, Ashley Nichols. 4-3, not, okay. not like the biggest competition, but this LFA, right? So she scores a first round armbar, and that's what she's supposed to do, right? She defended her belt. She didn't just win the belt and try to go to the UFC. She won the belt. She defended the belt. And that's what you want to see, right? What I saw from a fighter in the past with Amorim, Jacqueline, I think she's a fighter that knows she needs to work. That's why she's taking her time. I saw a fighter that wasn't scared to stand in this fight. Of course, she didn't stand too long because she's going for that quick finish. And she was patient with it. So I saw somebody that, of course, is not looking like Valentino on the feet. If that's what you're measuring it on, you're going to just be disappointed. But to me, I saw a fighter that controlled the center of the octagon against a longer, taller fighter, saw the opening, took the top position, controlled that side control, and black belt and BJJ. But what did she do? She used ground and pound. She just wasn't looking for a submission. She just wasn't looking for position. She was wearing her opponent down. She was landing nice shots on the ground. That's what you do, right? So from there, gets the transition to a full mount, starts landing some hard hammer fists, sees a free arm, locks it up, boom, boom, first round arm bar, right? And with 20 seconds left to go, right? 20 seconds left to go. She got the arm bar. In the finish, she wasn't chasing it. Another thing you got to give her respect for. She wasn't chasing it, right? She was not chasing the arm bar. The arm bar came when she softened her opponent up. She didn't chase the finish. It wasn't like she was trying to continue going for it, but she said, hey, I got to soften up. 20 seconds left. She got it. And that's what it is. Like her team told her to slow it down. She listened and she got it. So 6 first round finishes. Call it overrated if you want to, but hey, that's what she's doing. And I can't call her overrated. Now she's in the lower league putting it together. Right? When the opponents start to get tougher, that's when you know she's going to say, okay, I got to amp my game up. Right? I got to amp it up. I got to step it up. I'm going to work on this striking. So Ernest said her striking is going to prevent her from breaking into the top 15. So you jumping way ahead again, Ernest. Come on now. Now, you know she ain't going to get into the top 15 as soon as they sign her. You got to work. Same way she worked on her striking to this level to get here, to work on her takedowns, to work on her ground and pound. You're going to work on that. And then once you get to the UFC, or if they make that call, you're going to say, okay, this is my first fight. I'm going to start working on my striking more. Or I'm going to continue to work on it. Right? So I don't think her striking is going to prevent her from getting to the top 15 because she knows that it needs work. Now, Tabitha Ricci, on the other hand, like, I'm comparing them because I remember when she was 5-0 and she jumped the gun and went straight to the UFC. She could be prevented. That's a perfect example. Like, her striking could prevent her because she made the leap and she's in the Sharks now. See, Amorim, again, listen now. She didn't say, I'm going to whoop these girls in the UFC. What did she say? I'm going to be patient and keep on working. I know I got to make some improvements. Don't sound like somebody that's trying to be overrated, right? Sound like a fighter that wants to get it, And nah, I don't see that. Hybrid of Dern. No, she's smoother on her feet. Smoother on her feet than Dern. A little bit more smoother and patient than Ricci as well. Ricci, she runs after it. She's running after these takedowns. That's why she can't always get these opponents out of here. But if you look at what she's doing, she's taking her time. She's taking her time in there. Got some power in her hands as well. But she ain't trying to exploit it in there. She's sticking with what she knows, but she'll let them hands go. I'm just telling you. I mean, I mean, I don't see all that. I mean, I be picking them. I be picking these fighters out here, so I don't see that. Ulysses, what's going on? TJ says she's the champ where she is, but she's being criticized based on her alleged standards of a promotion she doesn't even fight for. Think about that for a minute. Right. I'm gonna leave that there for a second because that's where I'm at. Like, we already what if she don't even go to the UFC? Right? What if she go to Invicta? You still gonna judge her on that? You would say, oh yeah, she wasn't ready. But she never said she was ready. Right? This is this girl's doing the opposite of what other fighters do. This girl ain't even on Twitter calling Norma Dumont a nobody or bashing Amanda Nunes or twerking in your face. Like, has she been twerking? Why is she called a booty chick? Because I ain't seen her twerking. Dang. So it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. If you out here trying to get it in. I'm just saying, like, I've been looking at her fights and I'm just seeing somebody that likes to go in there and get quick finishes. Did I miss her twerking? I'm just saying, like, I ain't seen it. This is just a girl that got the belt. Hey, I was going for Love of the Young in that fight. I thought Loveth was going to get it, but no, this was the much more hungry fighter for it. You know what I mean? This is the one that got it. Ulysses said, who called her a booty chick? Ernest did. Ernest Richardson. Zama said, Amorim, at least she has good metrics. 5.4, 5 foot 4, 67 and a half inch reach, which is good for strawweight and pretty athletic. Yeah, her stance and her reach, how she uses it right now looks fine. Like, she's not stumbling over her feet like Mackenzie Dern was early in her career. You know what I mean? Like, even Mackenzie now is still kind of stumbling. Like, when she chasing big punches. Amorim, at least, she's standing her ground and she's trying to throw some leg kicks, but she's still in a good stance. She got a little bit more Carla Esparza in her. You know what I mean? Like, she got a little bit more Carla on how she can drop a level and get those takedowns. See, this is why WMMA struggles. Even fans act like a fighter needs to be second coming of Joanna or get out of here. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying, man. Zama said Canuto disappointed me though. How you can't finish? Oh, Colleen. Yeah, I actually went back and watched that fight tonight. I went back and watched it tonight. Colleen, yeah, like, was still in their game, like landing some punches to her body too, right? I mean, Canuto was all over in the first round, had her bleeding, but still couldn't get her out of there. So I was kind of like, come on now, like, let's turn this thing up. But the girl is same with her. Canuto, I ain't gonna knock her, man, because she's 19, and if she can go in there and get a dominant win like that at 19 years old, hey, yeah, she's still very young. She don't know nothing about finishing people yet. You know what I mean? Like, she just in there trying to get the work in. So Canuto being 19 and taking on a fighter that is 36, a full grown woman. Hey, she'll learn. Same thing with her. I think about it, I ain't gonna knock her because she fighting somebody 20 years older than her and still dominating at 19. You get that work in. Just keep getting it. 2B said Canuto wanted to prove she could dominate for 3 rounds. Right, exactly. Yeah, like, I got no problem with that. Especially, like, age does play a factor in some ways with these situations. 19, still a little wet behind the ears, but if she knows that she can still neutralize her opponent, that's fine. You know what I mean? Brian Williams, what's going on? He said, what's the topic? We're talking about Jacqueline Amorim, the strawweight champion in LFA. Apparently, Ernest Richardson ain't happy with her. He calls her a booty chick. And I have yet, like I said, to see her dropping it like it's hot or twerking. I see a girl in there finishing people in 1 round. I see a girl in there that's getting to working. I'm gonna keep saying that. And that's your opinion. I'm just making my argument because it's like I'm missing something. Am I really missing something here? Like Mackenzie Dern didn't even get an LFA belt, you know. But you compare her to that, to Tabitha Ricci didn't even get a belt. None of them got a belt. None of them got the LFA belt. But at least this girl is taking the time to get it and defend it. Just saying, man. Just saying. Like now that you got somebody there that wants to work, you just got to let them get it in. We can't judge it on the UFC spectrum yet because she ain't signed there. All right. Let me see. Make sure y'all hit that like. You got like 17 people in here. Yeah, go ahead and hit that like so we can keep it moving. Jump into the next one. But like I said, the test they'll come along too because eventually, yes, she's gonna fight somebody that has good takedown defense, better striking, a gas tank, and then that'll test her. She's still in the stage where, yeah. Let me say this too, like even if she continues to finish people in LFA, I would be worried about her signing to UFC right away, like off of even 8-9 wins. You know why? Because if she can continue to finish people, that's going to be her mindset. She won't be used to 3-4 rounds, like Jacqueline Amorim's only been going one round. So she's going to need even steeper competition in Invicta or LFA or Combate. Just keep on working until the test comes along, because as long as she keeps finishing people in this fashion too, it is going to kind of derive her of what's to come in the UFC, right? So, you keep on finishing them as long as they keep coming, but you still need to find somebody that's going to give your fighter a test. And then eventually, when you start going three rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds for your belt, that's going to give her a little bit more what she needs. Because I think even with, what is her name? Melissa Martinez, I know she's gone the distance a little bit, but you see she came in undefeated, got signed to the UFC and lost to Elise Reed, right? So the same thing could happen here, but as long as she's not chasing it, hey, I have nothing to say as far as complaints, like call her overrated. No, like she's not chasing that, Another thing about her is, like I said, she's not signed, so I think keep getting it, keep working, and that's the best thing to do for her. Just keep defending this belt for as long as they let her defend it. Get back on that circuit and work to Invicta FC. Do it the Cyborg way. Get another organization belt, then come in. Yeah, I hope she doesn't though, man. Like, I know Ernest was talking about the UFC and all of this, but hopefully she doesn't go that route. Like I said, hopefully they don't throw her an offer that she feels like she can't refuse. I mean, you can, but hopefully she doesn't do that. Hopefully she doesn't even take a contender series fight, Hopefully they don't try to throw that at her. 2B said, I hate she got matched up with my girl E-Boss, but this is exactly why I've been hoping Tracy Cortez can make it to the top 10 for dudes to stop saying she's all looks. She's not all looks. No, like, I'm not like a huge fan of Tracy Cortez's style. Like, over here on my channel, you never heard me say that about her, just being all looks. I mean, me personally, no. Talking about the casual fans, yeah, okay. She's not all looks. Like, she's not all like excitement in there either, but the ones that are calling her all looks, they're not looking at the resume. Look at her resume. She got a win over Aaron Blanchfield. It's close, but it's a win. She beat Mariah Agapova. She beat Justine Keesh. Justine Keesh has a win over the former flyweight champion in Bellator. You know, stands for something. Stephanie Edgar beat her. That's a bantamweight. You know, so I can go down the list. Let me see. Aaron Blanchfield, Mariah Gabova, Justine Keesh, Stephanie Edgar, Melissa Gatto, somebody I picked to beat her. Melissa Gatto. These are good names. These are good names, right? Yes, she has good wins. She's definitely got good wins, man. So my thing is, when people just say the all looks thing, I think they're just jealous he's going out with Brian Ortega. You know, but that has nothing to do with her fighting skill. I mean, you want to call her boring, fine, but to call her overrated or not a good fighter, no, I'm not going to say that about Tracy Cortez. She's got some names on the resume. Inactive, maybe, but when she shows up, she's winning. Lost her first fight, hasn't lost since. 2B said he wants to see her make it to the top 10. Can she make it there? Yeah. Now she can make it there. She got an EBOS. She got an EBOS issue coming up. But if she beats her, that should just retain her spot. Because right now, what is she, number 15, right? So it shouldn't give her a raise up in the competition. I mean, raise up in the organization, the ranking. But yeah. Yeah, Ulysses, very inactive, man. 2B said, did you catch her latest? Yeah, I did. I watched that interview. Thanks for sending it to me. I was just, thinking back to her past couple fights. But yeah, she was just talking about some different things in there, man. EBOS, she said, hey, people underestimate her ground game. And I kind of find that hard to believe too. Like, I've never really underestimated her ground game. Tracy Cortez, I've always thought that's where she kind of exceeded in some of her fights, when she get on you and she could neutralize you and just get scrappy in there. Like, that's kind of where she's always, to me, was able to get her wins. And so she said that in this interview, she wants to prove that her ground game is good and she can hang. So she said she's willing to fight Mandy Boss there. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be like some crazy barn burner, but it's a good fight, man. It should be good. Ernest said Ebos is going to box her up. Cortez in T-City about to be domesticated soon and about the fight game. Ebos and box somebody up. Does that even match? Let me think. Oh, man, let me think for a second. Ebos boxing her up. Ebos got a good jab. Ebos got a good jab, but Ebos kind of chinny. All I'm thinking is Vernon Jandaroba in that right hand. Caitlin Kagan in that right hand. Marina Rodriguez in that right hand. I'm just saying, man, like, she ain't gonna box her up, but she could outstrike her. She could win some striking exchanges, but Ebos and boxing don't really mix like that. I think her IQ needs to grow in just pure boxing, man. Like, let me see. Sink said, wasn't it Agapova who dropped her and hurt her bad in the first round? Was it? I gotta go back and look at that fight. That was on the Contender Series, I think. You have to go back and look. She came back and won, though. I say Manone's striking and grappling ability will win her that matchup. Salma said, I don't remember Agapova dropping her. Yeah, I have to look again, man. I didn't know she landed on her like that. Ernest said, watch Poliana, Jinyu Fry in 5 weeks. Watch either one of them pull out and Amorim gets put in there on short notice. We'll see. I don't have a crystal ball in front of me, I mean, I do make some predictions, but I did predict Jessica Macy Barber happening, but this is one I can't just say it's going to happen. TJ, appreciate that. Oh, wow, 50 spot. Dang. He said, shout out to the Breaker Gangsters. Hashtag March to 2K. March to 2K. Yeah, March to 2000 now, right? Yeah. Oh, appreciate that, man. Half a century. Half a century. Thank you. Brian Williams said, three only thing I have against Cortez is her inactivity. She's a good fighter, but she doesn't fight enough to see if she has true contender potential. But that inability to finish Agapov is aging badly. Yeah, especially with Marina Moreau and Shannon Dobson and Jillian Robertson put it on her. 2B said, leave Ebos alone. He said, leave Ebos alone, man. I'm just saying, man, like, come on, man. Look, that right hand, she eats them right hands like Little Debbie snack cakes, man. And every now and then she eats a blockbuster, and then after that, she's out. You know, a couple of them put her down. I like Ebos too. I'm just saying, like, she got a lot of heart. And sometimes that heart puts her in a dangerous place, man. Ebos Cortez is going to be a good fight. I don't have a pick in that one, though, man. It's 50-50. Ebos did look good at 125, you know, not even counting the Page fight, but the Chikagan fight. I mean, the work she did to Chikagan, when I look back at that fight again, I know Manon is drooling over that fight now, but she better not get too happy. Cortez, Ernest said he think it was Cortez got dropped by Melo. It could have been because, you know, Melo's kind of thick. You know, Melo from the inside. Melo's kind of a one-dimensional brawler, but she can bang on the inside. You can figure her out pretty easy, but she can bang on the inside a little bit. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Who knocked her down? Who knocked Tracy Cortez down? I don't see Agapov for doing it though. Let's see who knocked her down. I can't remember. I can't find it. Who knocked her down, man? Yeah, I didn't think so, man. Yeah, Sink said maybe it was Melo. Because Ernest said he think it was Melo. Sink said somebody dropped Cortez and had her lay and praying. I forgot who exactly. It wasn't Aaron Blanchfield, because Aaron Striking wasn't really on it like that to do that at that time. Hold on. Maybe let's see if they have a highlight. It's stuck on my mind now, so I'm gonna go look it up now. See what you did. Now I gotta see this knockdown. Who knocked her down? Hello. Let's see. It's a Justine Quiche fight. There's a Contender Series fight. Did Agapov buzz her in the first round though? Okay, 2B said Quiche got a knockdown on Cortez and she popped back up. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember that one. Matter of fact, hold on. Quiche was a good name on her resume. Now, Quiche was strong. Quiche was giving that girl some work. I'm looking at a clip of it. Ebos does have a better jab than Tracy Cortez to me. But with Ebos wanting to come forward, it might make for Tracy Cortez to try to use that size. Cortez better not miss weight either. Brian Williams said Aaron Striking still isn't on it like that. Just ask JJ. JJ I never would say Aaron's level of striking is on that level. No, JJ is a very good technical striker. But hey, who got the victory though? Since I don't think it was a Gopov anymore because it was Contender Series. Yeah, I I seem like I remember that one. Maybe it was Mello, because like I said, Mello gets heavy in fights. Mello get kind of heavy in these fights, and she throw down. So if you standing in front of her, hey TJ, I mean, if somebody said that, there's more of an argument behind that. Like she's still a good fighter. I mean, people look at her like that. People, and she can go inactive for a while and still kind of slide through the cracks, if you will. But yeah, I just don't see it in somebody like Amorim. I just don't see it. I mean, just because she's a nice looking woman, I see her putting in the work to keep her belt and to get a belt. So I think if people thought that about Cortez, I could say, okay, I see where they're kind of coming from. But even then, Cortez has still got a undefeated resume in the UFC. She got one loss, but undefeated in the UFC. So, she's still stands on her square as well. Zama said, Aldridge is pretty unique. She is one of the few females with hardcore trigger counter striking. While she's fresh, McMahon will be way easier, I guarantee. I'm going to talk about that. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. That's the next thing we're going to jump through, Razaman. Okay, so good segue in there. Okay, McCann be an easier for Aaron Blanchfield. That's the topic now, because that was another thing Manon mentioned about this fight. James Lynch asked Manon her thoughts on Molly McCann versus Aaron Blanchfield. And she said, this is a horrible matchup for Molly McCann. She says a horrible matchup for Molly McCann. Aaron Blanchfield, her wrestling is very good. She said, her inside game and her wrestling game is really good. And it spells bad matchup for Molly McCann. Right? And I agree with her. Because even though Molly McCann has boxing and some pretty decent movement, good right hand, the difference between her and JJ Aldridge is, like you said, Zombie. She's a counter striker, quick to fire that counter, quick to pull the trigger, stands her ground more so. And when a striker like JJ Aldridge stands their ground for, matter of seconds till they figure it out, sometimes they can get more respect sometimes because it keeps fighters thinking. But some fighters, when they keep using their feet, they keep moving, pressure fighters see that as an invite. So they'll stalk and chase because they'll say, okay, this person don't want to stand with me. So if I take them down, they're going to be in trouble, right? That's kind of how I see it. If Molly McCann, when she first hear that bell and she see Aaron Blanchfield come after her, she's going to say, okay, let me get out the way before she take me down. And Aaron Blanchfield going to be like, yeah, you know what? This girl ain't got no wrestling. She ain't got no takedown defense. I'm going to keep chasing her. I'm going to cut the octagon off because I know she can't hang. And she ain't going to have the countering ability because she keep moving. Like what you see Molly McCann do to Jocelyn Edwards. Excuse me. Not Jocelyn Edwards. Luana Carolina. And Hannah Goldie. I don't see her doing that to Aaron. Now, if Aaron leave that chin open, anything can happen. But she won't stand her ground first couple rounds long enough to land something big because she's gonna be worried about being mauled, pushed to the cage by Aaron. Aaron got a gas tank. Aaron can move. So hey, that's something I can agree on that Manon mentioned about taking a look at that fight early on. Ulysses said everybody ducked Fiorot at this point. Ernest said didn't Grasso duck Manon too? Yes, she sure did. And Barbara bogus for punking out. Would have been a fun striking battle. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The list is going on. Yeah, I did a video talking about it. Yeah, it's Macy's team. But I think Macy did probably say, you know what, I'm cool with taking Miranda. Because, Miranda Maverick made more sense for her style-wise on paper. But when they actually fought, it was a different story. They figured they had more of a chance against Miranda, even though I think Miranda won that fight. But they said, you know what, we're going to take Miranda instead of Manon. Because they fought like I said in the video, they fought like right there, month side by side. And I think I want to say before that Miranda Macy was announced, Manon was looking for an opponent before they put Tabitha Ricci in there. That's what if I remember correctly now. MMA Art, what's up? He said Meatball Molly is a female version of Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, and an entertaining fighter, but not a championship material fight. Not at all, man. Very, very entertaining. She brings the crowd. She'll knock somebody out. Just give her a fighter on her level, and she'll knock them out. But style wise, I still think when she gets into like the Arujo realm, Grasso realm too, those fighters, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different there. TJ said, what's the highest Meatball has ever been ranked? I think she's relying on the UK and carefully handpicked to keep her current buzz going. Yeah, I talked about this before, TJ. I'm sure you know. I don't know. Like, I think the highest she's ever been was unranked, or I think it was unranked, or maybe when the division was a little smaller, maybe she was like 15. But look at the levels of fighters she fought. That'll kind of tell you. That'll answer it. Yeah, I was right. Okay, yeah. GP, what's up? He said she was 15 before Santos. Okay, yeah. So 15, 15 was the highest she got. But even with that 15 rank, look at the resume. That'll kind of tell you where she stands. But that's what's up, though, man. Like you said, she's relying on the UK and carefully handpicked opponents to keep her buzz going. If you can stay in that lane, fine. She ain't never really screamed for a title shot because she knows her buzz is strong around this type of level of opponents. But I think the UFC said, no, it's time to get you in there with the number 13. I think they want to test her now to see if she can go out of that realm. Because if she was to get a win over Aaron, boy, her country and the UFC would go crazy. But yeah, even though it might be a bad style matchup, yeah, TJ, Aaron's lack of defense still could make it interesting. It could still make it interesting. When Molly takes her chances, if Molly doesn't get submitted or get winded, when Molly takes chances and goes to home runs, anything could happen in that moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if Molly did land something big off top and it connected. Because y'all remember, JJ Aldrich, she could connect. Like, she just didn't have the power. She just didn't have that power to do damage. But anything happened in these fights. I was watching a fight the other day and I saw that happen. I was like, it was a two guys fight. I can't remember the name, but one guy was just considered the favorite and he just went in there and got choked out so easy. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't UFC or anything, but yeah. Zaman said Aaron is natural. Aaron is natural in the grappling department. Tyler is not. Way better than stiff C-level grappler Shevchenko, of course. Oh boy, this dude, right? Zaman, you trying to call on somebody. He said Tyler is not better in the grappling department. Aaron's grappling is very good now. Aaron's grappling is good, like just natural grappling. But remember, this is MMA, so defense has to be improved too. So to make the grappling effective, your defense has to be something. But C-level grappler, dang man, come on, man. Come on, Zaman. Ernest said Aaron said it would be great to beat her up right now about Molly. Hey, that's cold-blooded talk right there, boy. I like it, man. Molly wants to whoop. What was Molly? What did Molly say? I think when she was like answering Miranda Maverick's call out. I can't remember. It was funny though. GP said it seems like they want to see how she does in the rankings again and how she does without Patty. I was thinking that too. Yeah, like they want to give her one more shot because she beat 3 fighters. So they said, you know what? Let's let her get somebody. Like out of all these fighters, Aaron might be the one, because she's younger. Like a defense might make it an interesting fight. Aaron's tough. Aaron's confident, a little cocky, but spells for a good fight. The energy level is gonna be high, and from some of y'all like y'all said, Aaron, even though she's from, well, that explains it. Her being from Jersey is going to make Molly McCann the favorite in Madison Square Garden, right? That's crazy. Brian said Aaron don't need to take 30 elbows just to get a takedown like Jillian did last weekend. Oh man, Jillian had me nauseous, man. Like watching Jillian take them elbows had me about to throw up, man, because it was like giving me a concussion. I mean, good submission win, but with every elbow she took to the head, my stomach started hurting. Like she was getting elbowed in the ear and in the head. And then when I saw her hair, like her braids came out, I about threw up because it was like, you ever get that? You ever had a concussion before? It makes you nauseous. That's the feeling I had, man. I was like, dang. She was just eating constant elbows to the head. Like, 37 elbows. And it was gruesome to watch. Yeah, she had a good chin and she's relentless, but you don't want to do that. See, Aaron makes up for that. Aaron makes up for that. She's stronger and she'll pick you up and take you down. She don't drag you down. So that's going to be a nightmare for her. Jillian submitted Molly McCann too. Aaron shouldn't really have a problem getting there. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, GP. Yeah, when Molly said that, it came out wrong, right? When she said it, I was like, When she said it, I was like, it came out wrong. Ernest says somehow Tyler, the same person who was a hair away from subbing one of the best fighters so far, has worse grappling than Aaron. I know, right? You don't get into a fight with Valentina with subpar grappling. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get that far. Stamina, what's going on? He said Double X is obviously trying to summon Prezchenko. Yep, for another Groundhog Day, man. Gonna have me feeling like Bill Murray up in here. Like, haven't I been here before? What do I got to do to change this? Gonna have me thinking, man, what I got to do? Like, why does this day keep playing over again? Why does James keep talking about the bullet? Why does Zaman keep provoking him? Haven't I been here before? Big Soldier. He said Molly Meatball a dog, but Aaron has to stick to a game plan. Yeah, her dog, her dog is gonna help her in this fight. That's what's really gonna help her. But when you're dealing with a fellow dog like Aaron, with technique and skill, yeah. Jillian's sub on Meatball was nasty. She was twitching. And that's why I agree with Manon again. She says it's gonna be a bad matchup because he remembers. She's seen Molly fight, and Molly is just a fighter that, throws down with them hands, gets gritty, boxes. Let me look at this interview. Hold on. I want to see how she let y'all hear how she said it. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. Aaron fighting Molly McCann. Hold on.
22 years old. Eric Blanchfield qui a 22 ans et qui va affronter Molly McCann qui est un vaincu à l'UFC.
Je pense que c'est un mauvais match-up pour Molly McCann. Blanchfield, elle a une très bonne lutte et je pense que c'est pas un bon match-up pour McCann. Je vois Blanchfield gagner ce combat.
I think it's a really bad matchup for Molly McCann. I think Erin is a very good wrestler with a good fight IQ and she's tough. So I really think it's a bad matchup for Molly.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, man. Like, Erin, yeah, her IQ is high, and you got to think too, like Erin, if she does get hit with some strikes in this fight, if she gets, if Molly was to get into a rhythm, I can see Erin making that right adjustment, making that adjustment to be a little bit more urgent of closing the distance and taking her down, using her timing. Erin's got good timing, and the minute she locks up, it pushes her to the cage. She's gonna try her best to ragdoll Molly, taking her off of her feet like she did, with Miranda. Miranda's strong. And I think physical strength, I think Miranda is stronger than Molly. What do y'all think? Am I right or wrong? Miranda Maverick is physically stronger than Molly, right? So, and if Aaron was handling Miranda like that in a 3-round fight, when Aaron closes distance on Molly, she should be able to get her down. So yeah, that is kind of a bad matchup if it falls into her favor. Right? Yeah, I think so, man. I think Aaron, the more I play it out in my head, might take a few hits, but with her kickboxing improving, she should have no issues, TJ says, is Molly McCann the best fighter whose ever exists, whose very existence doesn't matter at all to the division? To the fans, if you, what you mean, like, as far as like how she gets there, if she gets anywhere. Like, you could kind of say that because, you know, the fans are looking at the fighters that have more of a chance to go for the belt, TJ. You know what I mean? Like, her existence, they take it or leave it, which is a good thing because it makes her money. She gets paid. She kind of goes under the radar, yet not under the radar because she has a big fan base. But you know what, TJ, which is crazy is you say you asking that question, like, does her very existence matter? What's crazy is for somebody that kind of doesn't matter to the division, she's got more fans than other fighters. Think about that. So her existence does matter to the UFC because she's going to be bringing in a bigger crowd than any of these fighters. She got a bigger fan base than Andrea Lee, and Andrea Lee is ranked. So to the fan, it kind of doesn't matter because I don't know if she'll ever be title shot material, but money wise, she's going to be bringing in more fans in her country. So it's kind of a weird way it works, but her existence does matter. It does matter to a certain extent. Sink said have people shot on Maverick like that. I don't recall anybody shooting on her like that too much. Victoria Leonardo, she tried to go strength for strength with her in Invicta. Deanna Bennett did. I want to say Deanna Bennett did before, but Aaron was like one of the first in the UFC to shoot in on her like that. Brian said Miranda wasn't herself in that fight. I give her somewhat of a pass. I think she wins if they fight again. I think she could. I think and I'm not just saying that, you know, I think Miranda, her striking's gotten better. And her movement, you know, it did look a little off in that fight. But, you know, at the same time, going into it, I had it 50-50. I've always thought that was going to be a tough fight, Miranda and Aaron. Even back in Invicta, when they could have fought back then, I thought it was going to be a tough matchup. But way it played out that night, I didn't know it would look like that. So something had to be off. Sink said they should give Molly McCann's to crush for highlight reels. Yeah, they do. They doing that. TJ says she's got buzz around her, but she's not going anywhere. So I kind of feel like she doesn't matter to the division at all. Yeah, like I said, she doesn't matter in the sense to fans like you and most that she'll be a threat to Valentina one day or any top 5 or top 10. But she matters to the matchmakers and she matters to her country. And that's all they care about. You know, and if she can make more money than ranked fighters, that's all they care about, you know. So she'll be here. She'll be here for a while. So don't get sad. I mean, she's still a good fighter. Like, she's still fighting. Like, it's one thing if she was paging it. you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if she was Paige Van Zandt, right? Like, at least, you know, they can match her up against low fighters and she still wins. She still wins. You know, so, hey, I can take it. I can take her here because the fighters I picked to be threats, they're ranked and they're the ones that are entertaining me in that sense. You know? Oh, let me sit back for a second. Okay, so moving on here. Let me read some comments before I move on here. TJ said, if Molly can personally convert that fan base to money, good for her. I don't think she's the case, though. I'm sure she gets zilch based on fans in the stadium. Oh, no. Like, I'm sure she gets enough, though. I'm sure she gets more than some of the other fighters. because you got to think she's probably getting more on the back end, back on the back end, the finishes. You don't hear her complaining about money, right? So I'm sure she's getting what an unranked fighter deserves, though, right? Yeah, stamina. I think you're too binary with those thoughts because he says she can win, lose. The division needs fighters that will never be champion. Will never get a division. Compromise the 8 Manones and 8 Tylers. Right. Me being a hardcore fan, I understand that though. For most of y'all, like as hardcore fans, you should understand that. Like you need a balance in a division. Like you aren't always gonna get somebody that matters like that. There's got to be a balance. What did Mr. Miyagi say? You need balance. Okay. Okay, so moving on here. What do we got? GP said, okay, but where does Casey O'Neill fit in this? The future GOAT, of course. Where does she fit? Well, according to Casey O'Neill, she'll be challenging for the belt in maybe another, 2-3 years, she said. And she's like 28 years old. I don't think she's in a rush, and plus she's injured right now. So she's not going to be in there anytime soon. So she fits in the rankings. I mean, she's in there. She's what, number 12, 13, 14, something like that. She's in there, you know. Oh, boy. Ernest said Casey O'Neill's still under 25. Yeah, she is under 25. So she didn't sound like somebody in a rush to go for the belt, even though she brought Valentina's name up. Okay, so again, let's talk about Manon and Chikagan a little bit here. So Manon, Chikagan, interesting fight. Going back to the interview once again because this is her fight. So let's talk about it. So Manon feels it's important. It's important to stop Caitlin Chikagan. Okay. She said it's important that she goes in there and stops her. Anything less than a stoppage, she feels like is not a failure, but it's not enough for her to go on and try to fight for the belt. Right? She said, hey, she goes in there, stoppage is on her mind. If she wins a decision, fine. But if she can't win by the finish, it may be another fight or two to prove that she's ready and get that confidence for the belt. How do I feel about that? Well, again, not because I'm a Manon fan. I respect that opinion. I respect that outlook. Hold on before I go on. I saw Big Soldier said wrestling and BJJ are different things. Aaron has better wrestling than Santos. Santos has better BJJ. It's all forms of ground game. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I can agree with that. Because, Santos has good takedowns, but she doesn't really wrestle you down like that. If you look at Erin Blanchfield, that's why I consider Erin close to a well-rounded fighter, wrestles, jiu-jitsu is good, black belt at, very young age, so yeah. Okay, Ernest said Manon with the body kick TKO against Chikagan. Okay, so Is it important that she gets a stoppage in this fight to move on to a Valentina fight? I think it is. I do. I think it is myself because, again, to prove worthy or prove to even look like a threat to Valentina, if you're going to fight some of these common opponents, you have got to go in there and show something, even if it's in your own fashion. You got to show something that can make not just us, the fans, but Valentina think and believe she's going to be in for a fight, right? What do you think, Ernest? I mean, since you think she's going to stop her, Ernest, if Manon doesn't get the stoppage over Chikagan, should she take another fight? That's the question. If she doesn't stop Chikagan, should she take another fight? Because it sounds like, she would be disappointed and just feel like that it wasn't worthy enough. If it's 30-27, even if it was 30-27, I think I agree with it. Like, it sounds like a lot of pressure to put on herself, but to prove you are in that next realm and you trying to break that gate down, you do have to stop somebody like Chikagan to prove that you are next level. Because Andrade did it. Of course, the champ, she did it. If Tyler Santos fought Chikagan, I think she probably could too. I think she could too. But if Manon wants to say she's full on ready and that she's better than these other fighters, she can't get anything less than a stoppage. Ain't got to be a knockout cold, but it's got to be something that renders Caitlin Chikagan helpless. It spells out that dominant factor I'm always talking about with her, right? I'm gonna play that part. Let me see. Should I play that part? Let me skim through it a little bit here. Ernest said Santos is probably in limbo due to injury and the gym drama. So 30-27 is for Manon against Blonde Fighter to get that title shot. Okay. So he thinks 30-27 is enough. Okay. Stamina said Chikagan is still number one. Andrade got her shot after stopping her. I understand how she might feel. The need to do similar has to get hers. I want to split to get her shot, and look how that went. But that's what I'm saying, Stamina. Like, they all did it. Well, Andrade did it. Andrade is pound for pound one of the best fighters. So I give her that. I want a split decision and got a shot. But that's the thing. Like, Manon's mindset is not just to earn the title shot. It's to prove worthy of the title shot. If that makes sense. If that makes sense to y'all. Earning it just by default because you beat so-and-so. Well, no. Getting it by default because, you were next in line. That's one thing. But getting it, earning that shot is what's important to her. She's grading her performances. That's the vibe I'm getting. She's grading her performances. Like, is it worthy now? Like, am I in that realm now? I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be up to her or not. If she can hold off, but she said she'll want one more fight. It's in her contract to get it. So maybe she'll want to do that. But better make sure it's somebody that isn't too much of a crazy challenge, because then you might wind up losing the title shot altogether, like JoJo, right? You gotta think within terms too, like, who is a good confidence builder that could give me that chance to prove myself again. Like, let's say she already 30-27 Chikagan. Would you want to fight Tyler Santos next for that? Or would you want to fight Lauren Murphy? Probably Lauren Murphy, right? Because you could probably stop her. But even then, that's not a guarantee. So I'm kind of on the fence with it. I understand. But mm, not everybody's going to stop everybody. Like, not everybody's got the style that's meant to stop particular fighters. I can see where she's coming from, though. Like, she should be one to stop this fighter in Chikagan. Because she's saying it herself, she's more powerful. She says she has better cardio, better technical fighter. So, I don't think she has to put so much pressure on herself. Just go in there and, execute the game plan or, take it how it comes. But don't look for the knockout or look for the finish. Just expose weaknesses along the way and dominate the fighter. But don't go in there and look for knockout, head hunt, body hunt, Cole said, what's the best way Manon can stop Caitlin? Good question. What's the best way? I'm not going to just say body shot right off top. I think the best way to stop Caitlin for Manon is to attack them legs first. I think Caitlin, she likes to move a lot. I think Manon has the timer and rip that lead leg up. Caitlin's not really like this hardcore durable fighter. She's slick and moves a lot. But when you connect, you can hurt her. I think it's going to come down to a nice leg attack, chewing Chikagan's lead leg up. Chew that lead leg up in the first round or so she becomes stationary and start working that body, and then going up top. And all the while, you got to do this in the first round or so. And then the second round, if she's still there, it's got to come down to clinch work, inside work. But it has to be calculated because, Caitlin has a good gas tank. So if it's clinch work, there's got to be a lot of connection. Not just pushing Caitlin against the cage. It's got to be punches, punches on the cage, mauling Caitlin Chikagan. Caitlin's a point fighter. She doesn't like to get down and dirty in the phone booth. Take her in the phone booth and beat that body and, elbow her in the face. You got to rough her up like that. I think it's going to be hard for her to stop her at a range with volume. Honestly, Ulysses, I think it'd be hard for Manon to stop her at the same game that she does. It's going to have to be more of a methodical fight with timing, consistent kicks, certain mix up of attacks, but trying to stop Chikagan with, volume from a distance is going to be hard unless she gets her to go stationary first. You know what I mean? Like when she gets her closer to the cage, no more legs, getting her winded, maybe then the volume comes into play. But I think it's going to come down to, just chopping her down slowly, man. Because I'm sure, Caitlin, they're trying their best to prepare, for anything to do with her midsection. So you just can't go for the body all night. It's going to have to be a mix of things from Manon in this one to get the stoppage. That and take a page out of Ebos's book. You know what I mean? Like with the way Ebos fought her, I think Manon could do the same thing and stop her. I'm just saying. So, okay, let me check these comments. I was just rambling there for a minute. Hold on. Cole said, I think it'd be hard for Manon to finish her with her style. Yeah. So it's going to have to be a mixture of the wrestler and the ground fighter you see If it goes to the ground, Chikagan on her back could be in trouble. That's probably where Manon would have more success too with her hammer fist. But yeah, I feel that way too. Like just finishing her with like volume, that'd be hard. That would be kind of hard for her. Manon won't finish Chikagan. I think she can. It's possible Santos can have solid striking. She has the physical attributes. Thing is, she has okay striking. You know, she's got power in her hands. She's just been kind of abandoning the evolution of her striking. Big soldier. Like if you go back and look at some of her early fights, she's a Muay Thai fighter. You know, she's a Muay Thai fighter. She has nice high kicks. You know, nice left hook to the body, hard right hand, but she didn't really show no confidence in it with Valentina. Like you still need that striking. That's what kind of disappointed me in the Valentina fight. Like she has good striking, but like it was almost like they didn't really train for it. They just wanted to focus on ground with Valentina. But her striking was okay, man. You know, I'd say like up until the JoJo fight, it was been effective because she's got power. But they just didn't really train for it in this fight. High five. What's going on? High five said Manon's ground and pound is enough to cement the title shot. Let's see. TJ said Grasso would get beat worse than Cachoeira. Dang. High five said Manon wins. She is next for Valentina, not Rose or Vivi. Grasso but will be next after Manon. GP said, I hope the MMA guys give us Manon Santos someday soon. That's going to be a good fight. That is going to be a good fight. Yeah, GP said because she respects the champ. The champ stopped Chikagan, and she needs to do the same in her eyes. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel that same way, man. Like anything less than a stoppage, especially against a fighter like Chikagan, for her, she'd feel like, you know, dang, I couldn't do that. Because her thing is to say anything Valentina can do, I can do, but I can do it better. Right. Because in a way, she beat Maya a little bit more convincing. Granted, it was a 3-round fight, but she can walk away with that and feel okay. But Chikagan's like the fight, she's thinking like, you know, I got to stop her. Hopefully, it's not like a pressure thing though. Hopefully, it's just a game plan where they thinking we're gonna stop her, but hopefully they don't chase it to the point she gets too overwhelmed in the fight. As far as you know, when it gets down to the wire in these rounds where she's just banking on that. She can't get on a solid win streak. She's ranked number 1. Yeah. Chikagan's like, 5 wins right now. So, you know, you can't underestimate this girl either. Chikagan's a machine in her own way. Sink said Chikagan finishes Fiorot. Stop sleeping on blonde fighter. He said she finishes Fiorot. Dang. You think that's going to be her first stoppage? Manon would be her first stoppage win in the UFC. Don't get me wrong, like Chikagan's one of my favorite fighters too, but I think Manon's just got it. She'll stop her. Nothing to worry about. She can do it. High five, what's up, man? He said Manon won't only strike with Chikagan at this stage. Most of the future title contenders tend to mix it up with ground game just to show their credibility. Whaley and Leon Edwards. Yeah, you're right. I mean, she did against Jennifer Maya, you know. So she ain't going to play point fight with this girl all day long. You know, she's going to go in there and put that strength on her. She said she's stronger. So we can expect that. Okay. It's crazy how Andrade, TKO, Cynthia, and Chikagan easy for the wins. Oh man. High five. I was almost crazy enough to think Calvillo was gonna win against Andrade. I almost thought she had a chance. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? What am I talking about, man? Andrade is gonna destroy Calvillo. And I like Calvillo too. But we all know who Andrade is. But you can't lie on your favorite fighters. You can't lie on a fighter that you just you like it, you're just a fan of. No, you can't do that. Andrade destroyed her, man. Hmm. Was that last year? Yeah. Man, that was crazy. Sink said Grasso was getting outstruck by JoJo before the takedown. She sure was, man. JoJo was putting hands on her. That's why Grasso took the fight to the ground. My girl JoJo was putting hands on her. I was going for JoJo in that fight. Y'all know I'm a JoJo fan. I don't know if you know that thing. Yeah, I'm a JoJo fan. And, even not even speaking as a JoJo fan, JoJo was putting hands on Grasso. So Grasso said, let's take it to the ground. Big Soldier MVP said UFC pacing Manon slowly like Cyril Gahn, so she's ready instead of derailing the hype. Exactly. When Macy first came in, they almost pushed her, right? They were pushing her to be that youngest champion, and that was dangerous. She knocked out a few people, knocked out JJ Aldridge, knocked out Jillian Robertson, a few others. Then when she stepped in there with Roxy, boy, and she was only what 20 years old. They was rushing her. They know Roxy was gonna be too much for her. But see, Manon's older, but she's still getting paced the right way. She got some good wins. Myra Buena Silva and so on. Jennifer Maya, she beat 3 Brazilians in a row. And none of them were able to submit her. But yeah, I understand where she's coming from though. If a decision was to be the result of a Chikagan fight, hey, she'll think it'd be one more fight. Well, just don't chase the KO, just don't chase the finish and let it come to her, right? That's all she can do. But beating the number one contender, I don't know. Dana White probably gonna be like, hey, Tyler Santos is injured. It's gotta be you. You beat the number one fighter, so it's gotta be you. Like Arujo or Grasso might not have looked very, very impressive. Very impressive in their win. Or whoever wins that fight. Manon might be the one. Whether, she feels like she's not ready or not. Cole said, what do you mean BJ lies on his favorite fighters every day? Who said that? Who said BJ lies on his favorite fighter? Okay, let's see. I'm going to watch that. Okay, High Five said Manon gets a slow way because UFC is giving her time to sharpen her skills to get her ready for Valentina. If she loses, Manon will still be at the top to finally fight Valentina. It's sooner or later. Yeah, you gotta let some people sharpen their skills. You know what I mean? Like some fighters need that time. just the right amount of time. And that's why we got to understand, yes, she is levels above Casey O'Neill. I mean, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just saying, like, it's obvious. It's obvious she's levels above Casey O'Neill. This is where she wants to be. At the same time, she's still critical of herself. But with every performance, she goes back to the drawing board and thinks about it and works on it. Danielle H, what's going on? Danielle, hey, you are not. That is definitely not impossible. Me, being a fan of fighters, I play every scenario out, and I play that scenario out too. That's why I was saying, I think maybe, I don't know if you were in here yet. I was just saying that Manon shouldn't chase the finish, because you chase it, you put yourself under pressure. Then pressure comes frustration. Frustration comes a lack of commitment to what can work. Next thing you know, you losing. See, Daniel A said, I can see a reality where Manon tries too hard to finish Chikeg and it gets frustrated and loses a decision. I'm taking Manon though. Yeah, I can see that, but this will be proof. This will be proof. Even if she doesn't, how good her IQ is. Like, we'll see if her IQ continues to carry her through in the fight. Colton said, I think Manon has her hands full in this one. I'm almost taking Caitlin. It's definitely not a bad answer. No, like, I've always, if you ever hear me, you all hear me over here, I give Caitlin props all day. I'll be defending her. Everybody talks about her not stopping anybody. I'm going the opposite, man. Like, she's smart. She's a point fighter. She's good at what she does. Underrated ground game. Good combinations. Awkward. She's got stamina. She's got a tank for 2 5-round fights, as long as it's not Valentina. You know what I mean? She got 2 gas tanks for 10 rounds, as long as it's not Andrade. So, hey, if you pick Caitlin, yeah, you got a good argument to stand on. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I think that way too, man. Like, I can't say Manon has her hands full, like she can't handle it, but Chikagan's got a good chance. She's not number one. She's number one for a reason. Girl got the second most wins in the division. So it's rightfully so if you feel that way. People got to remember Chikagan is number one, and she's number one for a reason. So if you pick the number one, you definitely got a lot of ground to stand on. She beat Irene Aldana before too. I know that was at 135, but hey, Chikagan's got to win over Aldana. So yeah, she's got to work. She's got to be on her game in this fight. I know people might say, oh, that was a long time ago, but shoot, still got to win over Aldana. Technically didn't really lose to Jessica Amorim. Beat Viviana Araujo, beat Lauren Murphy. Boy, she was putting hands on Andrade, but that's Andrade, so Andrade just put that butcher knife to her stomach into the fight. GP said Casey is the pound for pound GOAT. What do you mean, combo? She's the pound for pound GOAT. Hold on, I got it. Oh man, GP about to make me about to choke on that one. She said she was a pound for pound GOAT. Oh man, Casey O'Neill, man. Casey O'Neill is entertaining though. When she gets into that zone, oh man, like I'll be surprised if she gets. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be kind of surprised if Casey O'Neill gets the top 5. What about you, GP? What about y'all? Like, if Casey O'Neill gets the top 5, will you be surprised? I will be kind of be. I'd be kind of surprised. You said if Chikagan were to win, I wouldn't be surprised. No, I wouldn't either. I'd be disappointed like a mug. I'll be mad. I'll be a little disappointed. I mean, I'll be disappointed and a little mad. I'll be steaming. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be steaming. But it wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. Oh, it would not shock me. Now you got me nervous. But that's why I want this fight, because I've been wanting this matchup. I've been calling for it. Okay, so Ulysses said yes. It would surprise him if Casey O'Neill got the top 5. It would surprise him. Okay. What about you, GP? Is it going to surprise you? Yeah. Colton said, I'd be surprised, but she's also young, so maybe many years ahead. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking right now. But yeah, maybe after a few people retire and things get, kind of switched up. Sink said O'Neill's the Holloway of flyweight. Mastermind said Alexa's good, but she ducked Minone and Chikagan. Dang. Big Soldier said Caleb is the Robert Whitaker of flyweight. You could kind of say that. Either Robert Whitaker or Leon Edwards, if she continues the win streak. But maybe Robert Whitaker is more fitting, right? Unlike him, though, she never got the belt, but she's just kind of holding it down, like Whitaker's doing under Izzy, right? Okay, Sink said he could see her touching 5, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see. Brian Williams said Casey O'Neill will get the top 5. She's super young, so it might be a while, but I think she can do it. Yeah, I think when we put a timestamp on it, like I said, I was thinking more so like a year from now, but maybe like in another 2. Sink said he's one of the biggest O'Neill critics out there. You and me. But see, the thing is, whenever I criticize, people think I'm hating on her. People mistake my criticism for hate, and not at all. Like, I enjoy watching a fight. I ain't gonna lie and say she better than Minone. I'm just saying. GP says she should have been able to finish Roxy, given the way she talks, but also Roxy's hard to put away at the same time. Top 5, though, I don't know. Depends on who's there whenever she moves up, right? So it's kind of a time thing too with you, right? Like, time's got the time as far as who's there and who's not, who's retiring. Like Andrea Lee, Lauren Murphy, Jennifer Maya, all 3 of them would have to retire, and then that would kind of default them or push them up to 5. But she might could earn it too. I don't want to be that mean, man. She could probably earn her way up with the right opponents. But she could beat Andrea Lee. TJ said, "Got to run. Y'all take it easy. Remember the GOAT, the real GOAT, beat Joanna in that first fight." Who rose? Rose is the GOAT. Rose is the GOAT, man. No, she's not. She's not, bro. She's not that physically gifted. I think her skills come more from heart and technical abilities. She's good at learning a lot of technical stuff. Like when I think athletic or physically gifted, physically gifted is Andrade, Wei Lee, and again, Manon, like those physically gifted fighters. But I think Casey O'Neill is more, more of a technically based fighter. Yeah, athletically limited. Ulysses, yeah, like he said, yeah, she's more, she's more into her craft, even on the ground, like just kind of improving on angles and technical things, which may help her. Well, not may help her. It will help her possibly get the top 5. Oh boy, Claudia Gadelia. Oh, I thought you meant Rose. He said the first person to beat. He said beat Joanna in that first fight. I mean, who else could it be, man? I mean, Rose. He said Claudia Gadelia. You walk right into that. So he says the first person to beat Joanna, Rose. High Five said Manon is the next dog. It's after Tyler. I bet Manon is going to go for the kill early against Chikagan. I hope so, and I hope it works, man. I got to be more like High Five and just be positive with it. She'll stop her. She'll do it. Brian said, me too. He said, gotta go. Wifey's calling. All right, later, man. If the wife calls, you gotta go, right? And I don't know anything about that, but yeah, I've heard. Big Soldier said Tatiana Suarez. Yeah, tears, man. Tatiana was the future of strawweight. I got to do a video on Tatiana one day, man, because Tatiana was the future of strawweight, man. Like, she got a chance to come back at flyweight, but I don't know if she'll be the future of strawweight again, man. Like, can she get down to the weight? Will she want to kill herself down to that weight now? I don't know, man. High Five said Manon is working on her already strong physical. Is working on her already strong physical now. Chikagan has a soft core. Yeah, she got a soft core. That's why I don't expect her to be more of an inside fighter. She's going to want to outpoint, kicks. She's going to be coming with her high kicks. She's going to be trying to use her push kick on Manon. This girl's long. This girl's long and wiry. So, Manon's got to be prepared for that. Let's look at reach here. Reach difference. Hold on. Let's look at reach difference here. I'm not going to call it an advantage unless it's used as an advantage in the fight. Hold on. Because Chikagan's 5'9", I know that. Her reach is 68. No doesn't have that long of reach though, right? 5'9", 5'7", 68. 66, yeah, she's got a 2-inch difference in reach. Manon's is 66. But she's about 2 inches shorter. Definitely the tallest fighter she faced in the UFC so far. I think it's the tallest fighter she's faced. Maybe, yeah, because Leah McCourt was 5'8". So, yeah, I think Chikagan is usually like the tallest fighter anybody faces. So, yeah, she's not. I don't think so at this point. It's been a good 4 years, going on 4 years since she fought. Yeah, I don't think 115 is a possibility anymore. As you get older too. Her best bet is 125 at 31 years old. And she's 5'5". And, you know, she's not a small, she was never a small strawweight either. Ernest says Suarez versus Molly, 125 on a pay-per-view main card. They could do that. They, you know, if it was going to be in what, UK, something like that, if it was like a UK card, they would do that. I could see them doing that. You know, if Molly McCann bringing that, you know, bringing her fans out there, she'd probably be like the first fight on the main card. But so it's possible. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Let's talk about this real quick. So as you can see in this picture, Valentina has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's got the 7 rubies in here. Sleight of mind, what's going on? Sleight of mind making an appearance, dropping by. Still busy, still overseas. How's it going, man? Yeah, let's talk about this. Valentina Shevchenko has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rubies in here. Sleight of mind said he just got his A kicked. He's all beat up. Who was you sparring, man? Can you tell us? Sleight of mind, sin. Hang on, sleight of mind. Hang on for a second. Email me here, sleight of mind. You can hit me up sometime. Just keep me posted. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's the email. Yeah, sleight of mind. Send me an email here so I have your email just in case I ever hit you up, man. Valentina versus Amanda right now is a money fight. Pretty much. That's like the only fight for her right now that spells money. Everything else is just kind of like legacy, right? So yeah, Valentina has 7 rubies here, right? And she's got 1 more to fill. Could have been stopped in her last fight from getting to 7, right? Because of the Tyler Santos fight. That was her closest one, right? But that's what a champion does, man. They fight through the fire and they still get it. Well, look at this. 1 more. Who do you think that 1 more is going to be? I was going to ask the question, do you think she'll get that 8th ruby? But I think we all know she'll probably get the 8th ruby. The question is, who is that 8th ruby going to be? Who will it be at this point? Yeah, that's the question. Who is that 8th ruby going to be on the Bullets belt now? Because it's not a question. Like I said, I was going to ask, will she get it? But that's a dumb question. I think we know she's going to get that 8th one. Colton said, I think the only one left is Manon. Big Soldier says it's going to be Grasso or Manon. Ulysses says it's going to be Arujo. I guess Ulysses, you picking Arujo to beat Grasso. And Big Soldier, he's picking Grasso to beat Arujo. Y'all got it opposite. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's really what it's coming down to now, right? It won't be a rematch with Tyler. We know that Tyler still got things going on, like we were saying earlier, right? So it looks more than likely it's going to be Grasso or Arujo winner or Manon. If Manon no. I'm not going to say Manon's going to lose already. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying Manon's going to lose this fight. So her 8th attempt at a ruby could be one of those fighters. But I think we know more so just style-wise. Arujo in a 5-round fight, man, with Valentina, man, that's going to be tough. That would be tough, man. Like, especially we're going to see what she look like in this fight with Grasso. This is a 5-round main event. Oh, boy. You know, Ulysses said yes, he's going for Arujo in this fight. It's so close, yet it's not. You know, like, the technically better fighter is the more technically disciplined fighter, I think, is Grasso. But then, you know, Viviane Arujo has a lot of good things about her that balances her out. Stamina LX has more of a chance to win her fight than Manon does. Those two are next if Tyler doesn't run it back. That's where I'm at. Yeah, Grasso has more of a chance to win because Manon is definitely taking on the toughest fight here. With what Grasso has, she definitely has abilities to overcome what Arujo has. But don't be surprised if Arujo, in her natural abilities, is able to overpower what Grasso offers, like her ground game, her strength, you know, her jiu-jitsu when she gets down to the ground, her jab early in the fight. You know, Grasso is a good boxer, but still, you know, when she puts that high guard up, Arujo has a powerful jab. You know, Arujo's got a powerful jab. Yeah, Slight of Mind said Arujo is big. She's scary. Yeah, she is, man. She's a scary fighter. She is, you know what I mean? Like, even down that stretch, because down the stretch, she may be huffing and puffing sometimes. She looks huffing and puffing, but she's still game. And she has more of a pop to her shots. So this one's tough, man. But like I was going back to saying, tough to call. But like I was saying, Grasso has the right stuff to take the fight. You know, she definitely has the right stuff to take this fight. I've just been looking at some fights. I'm looking at the weaknesses of Arujo, looking at the weaknesses of Grasso, and I'm looking at what Grasso does better, looking at what Arujo does better. And yeah, once you compare the fight to Manon definitely got her hands full with the number one contender. But, you know, Grasso can take this fight into deep water. Grasso's a 5-round fighter. She's a boxer. So when it comes down to gas tank, you know, she could go into an adjustment mode where she can pot shot and take the fight home. Okay, Slight of Mind says she's definitely prepared. Okay, he said Grasso's definitely prepared. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this fight. Arujo throw haymakers too much, and that's going to be a problem. The haymakers, if Grasso counters with a left hook, you know, time and time again, she could fall behind. I still remember when Andrea Lee caught her now. Andrea Lee did catch her. I give her credit. She came back. Gonna be tough, though. Oh, Bipolar had said Valentina should fight the winner of Arujo versus Grasso. Yeah. That's what he thinks, too. He said, I haven't been over there to see anything recently, but Grasso has definitely improved, and she's been getting big work in the gym. Good. That's all we want, man. We just want a good fight. And if she can continue her win streak, so be it. You know, she on a win streak at 125, keep it going. If she can turn that killer instinct up, I'm ready, man. Let's see it. You know, use her kickboxing to the best of her ability. Definitely one of the best fights in a while at flyweight. I mean, as far as in that top rank, you know, area. James Perez, what's going on? He said Arujo and Grasso at the same time, 20-minute break. max between each fight. We all know the outcome to that. He's Arujo and Grasso are like the same size though, right? Same height. Same height, maybe. Let me double check. Same height, maybe, right? But size, no. Arujo is big. Okay, Arujo's listed at 5'5", 5'4", 68-inch reach. Grasso is 5'5", with a longer reach at 66. I think Grasso's frame is smaller, but Arujo is wider. Yeah, they are roughly about the same height, but Grasso's actually a little bit longer. And on the arms. Colt said, I don't think Grasso or Arujo versus Valentina has the same appeal as Manon. If she were to beat Caitlin, and the UFC would want to go with that. Yeah, and that kind of shows you, yeah, that Manon's fight, not only her skill level and her as a fighter, but her opponent holds a lot of weight and makes that much more interesting. Robot Chickens, what's up? He said, Colton, right? Because we never saw Manon losing the UFC yet. It makes it more interesting, right? He said contenders have to wait until Valentina ages out. That's how it is sometimes, man. Like, that's how everybody was waiting for Bernard Hopkins to age out. Yeah, so there it is. Valentina's about to fill this one up, and then it gets another one to go for a record, right? To catch up with John Jones and Silva. So this will be what, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's about to be filled up. So, Valentina just keeps working hard and doing it, man. Arujo is athletic but not wide. She's pretty slender, actually. Let me see. Hold on. Because I'm looking at Grasso. She looks slender here. I'm looking at her pitch. I wouldn't really call her like slender. I don't know. I don't know if she's slender, man. I'm looking at how her back pops out. Her shoulders look. You think she's slender, man? You think Viviana Rule is slender? Hold on. Just a second. Because I'm looking at Grasso the way, and that's slender. To me, slender is like Rose and Grasso. But Aru ain't no slender fighter. She's kind of, for the division, she's kind of wide. Not like Lauren Murphy wide, but she's wide. I'm not talking like wide in the hips and stuff like that. I'm talking just like this, Like that's not slender. I've never seen her slender. Slender frame? I don't know about that. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at a picture with her. Even with her shoulder bar side, okay, she looks a little, in this picture I'm looking at. I still can't call that slender, man. Because I'm looking at the shoulders too. That's not a slender fighter. Yeah, like Roxy's wider in the hips here. I'm looking at hips too. Like Roxy's like wider in her hips, but like shoulder wise, she still looks wide. She still looks, more like a muscular girl. That's frame is not slender. Even, this is even after she makes weight too. So still not a slender fighter. Joanna's slender. Yeah, I know what you mean, bone structure and everything, but even then, like with the thickness of her, that doesn't, that doesn't look like it. Yeah, just looking at different angles. Yeah, Valentina would be slender, slender compared to her. Hey, I wonder what weight Chicago was at here. Chicago was kind of thick at this weight. That was that 125 her. Hmm. Yeah, Gatto is lanky. Sliderman says she has a fit, athletic triangle build. Her shoulders are wide and broad. Right. Yeah, like I just don't see her being like the definition of slender. Slender's like again Rose, but yeah, I wouldn't even call I wouldn't even call Manon. Yeah, stamina. I wouldn't even put Manon in there as slender. Because you think definition of slender, gracefully thin, right? Barely sufficient in amount or basis. All right. Gracefully thin. Somebody that is gracefully thin. That's the definition of somebody that's slender. And she's not slender. And yeah, Manon, no, maybe no, Manon's wide. Manon and Vivian are like the wide ones in the division. Physically, they're wide. And I was just like, I was looking at this picture of Chikagan, like, I don't even know if I could put her in slender. Because even this is her at a weigh-in against JoJo. And I'm almost like, wow, is this 135? Hold on. All right, this is Chikagan. You could almost say she's a little bit more slender, but even then, like Chikagan, this is her. Slender's more anybody in the strawweight division. Bipolar said, do you think Aru has a chance against Shevchenko? I don't know. Not a great chance. Not a great chance. Not like Tyler did, because I'm not sure about that gas tank. But yeah, like you were saying, yeah, she's wide. Yeah, she has the V shape, slender, in the hips, the small hips, wide shoulders, muscles. Even when she loses weight, James Perez said a chance. What are you talking about? 2 to 3% chance? Why not? Yeah, Vivian Arujo, man. The way she came up short in some of these other fights kind of leaves her as a sitting duck against somebody like uh, Valentina. No, yeah, you don't know what she gonna survive 5 rounds. Huh? Big Soldier said Rose Whaley at flyweight. Who would it favor more? Um, mm, no, I'll probably say maybe Whaley, just because she's muscular and she's a little bit more willing to. I think to me. I think Whaley's just a little bit more willing to grow at that weight, and it she'll carry up a little bit nicer. I think it seems like it's taking a while for Rose to naturally just get bigger. She actually talked about during her time trying to put on more muscle, trying to bulk up more now. Saito said Aru has one of those bodies that hurts to rub against and be physical if that were to come down to grappling and wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, Manon has a tree trunk shaped torso. Yeah, she's much wider here. Hold on. Look at the triangle build. And then you look at, let's see, this photo. of Manon. Hold on. Just a sec. Yeah, she definitely has that tree trunk. Yeah, like it's not triangle. It's wide. Solid. Okay. Too many pictures. Let me delete something here. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is her build, right? Not really a triangle. It's definitely, not small. Definitely not small. Okay, Big Soldier said Rose can beat Macy Barber. Yeah, she could probably do that. She could definitely do that style. Like she could pick her apart. I could see her picking her apart. But even then, she gonna have to watch out for that size. And Macy Barber trying to put that squeeze on her. Robot Chicken said Rose only win. It might be against Mandy Bohm if they book it. Dang. He ain't giving her no credit. He said only Mandy Bohm. What about Agapova? All right, Running Reedy said I listened to the James Prez and Coach debate on Coach's live stream. James was holding his own, but I still agree with Coach. Well, you hear that, James? Somebody said you were holding your own. James got his for his debut, he did okay. All right, let's see. Before I get up out of here, still got 18 people, 19. Hit that like so we can get to 20 likes before I go. Okay, and let's look at Gatto's build. Okay. So many different builds in this division, but you just have to wonder like what's everybody's method sometime of trying to cut weight. Like they all have their methods. Some is torture for, Hang on. Gatto. Yeah, Gatto's got more of the lanky frame, but she is very muscular though. Hold on. Gatto, let's see. That was Manon. You see Vivian Arujos. Oh, come on. Where is it? Hold on. Trying to get it to upload. Where are you at? Oh, here we go. Okay. There is Gatto Robot Chicken. Yeah, her very, very veiny. A lot of veins. Dang, Stammer said even Hannah Goldie would give Rose that work. Dang, he said Hannah Goldie would give her that work. That little muscle head. That little muscle head probably ain't got the skills to hang with Rose on the feet, man. I know you just playing, but still. James Press said James was dishing L's, but you already knew that people expecting Coach to cook. He cooked me a steak and some pasta. That's about it. Sound like James wants a rematch. Runner said, I don't know. I think Manon is going to take her down and ground and pound her. Kagan. Yeah. The ground is going to be a big favorite to, it's going to be, this will make the fight in her favor more so if she can initiate a takedown and get it. All right, still got 20 y'all. Yeah, let's hit that like before I roll out. Let's get to 20 likes, and that'll help your notifications go out. So hit the like, is free. Yep. Going on 2 here. What else? Yeah, that was about all I had to talk about though. That was on this list here. Just who is next on Valentina's rubies here, her ruby list. And these matchups here. Still we will go in more on Grasso or Rujo. I haven't done that as much. And we still need to talk about Mackenzie Dern and Jan Janan. Who else we got? Sam Hughes and Leona Pinheiro. I want to talk about that a little bit too. So yeah. Not tonight, but down the line, maybe this weekend. Excuse me. I might have to do a debate show this weekend, man, and bring some people in. If James is down, since there ain't no fights going down this weekend, we might have to do that. I might have to do like an open mat show. Open mat, open sparring. Because I hear, BJ over here talking about ain't nobody give Jillian Robertson any credit. Or yes, what is it? Antonina was ducking. Is that his kid? Is that what he was saying? Everybody believes Manon, but they don't believe Jillian Robertson. Come on, BJ. I mean, we had more facts here, kind of. We have more evidence. If if you look at it like that, I'd say Manon has more to stand on. When she said Macy Barber her team turned down the fight. Oh, Stamina said he want a last man standing. He want the ladder match. He want that. What is it called? The cage match, like in WWF, WWE, the cage match. Last man standing. That's open invitation to James Prez, BJ, Stamina. BJ, he said BJ always itching for a reason to burst the blood vessel. All his fighters are so hard. He's itching to burst the blood vessel. I mean, it ain't even that. he was looking for it on this one because he brought up Jillian and Antonina. I was like, man, that's old news, man. That was like 2 years ago now. I was like, BJ, that was 2 years ago, mama. He said he want to put it all in caps lock too. Okay, so Robot Chick said he leaning towards Jan Zaunon. GP said Dern by 4th round flying accent change. I'm gonna keep that right there for a while. Mackenzie Dern by accent change in the 4th round. She gonna shock us all. Mojo said, hey, Kamo, did you ever hear any more on that rumor that they were looking for a replacement in the Manon fight? I forget who mentioned it earlier in the chat. I haven't. That was Roger, used to work with Valentina, with former manager Valentina. And yeah, I haven't heard anything else. But of course, yeah, he would know some inside stuff, but it was actually the other way around, I think. I thought he was saying that Manon might not make this fight, but apparently she will. This interview she did was just a few days ago. So she should be there. All right, James said, I don't debate many topics. If you want to come into my world, I'll make it easy work out of just about anyone. As long as BJ doesn't bring that Robertson O'Neal heat to Bullet, we should be good. Okay, yeah, we'll work on I mean, hey, we can talk Nunez and Valentina's resume if you want. I mean, I stand strong on Nunez's resume. So, Wild Tiger, what's going on? Ulysses said, Durin, sadly, dang. Said he picking her, but he don't want to. He just knows reality. I don't know yet. I really don't. Jan Zana's making some improvements. I don't know. Anthony is a shell of herself. Tell Jillian bullying isn't okay. Yeah, I never said that was a lie before myself. I guess he was referring to everybody else saying that was a lie, that Antonita didn't want it. But, I was talking about this one because Manon did say on her second fight, that's what she wanted. Okay, Stamina said, oh no, now I'm off. Now I'm by the window. Okay, I won't talk the resume then. Forget it. Okay. Yeah, I won't do that. Forget it. I won't do it. Because I already stand by it. Because sooner or later it's going to lead to GOAT talk. And I'm not going to do GOAT talk. Ernest said we're never going to see Jan and Whaley in their primes. Jan versus Whaley in their prime. Nah, we probably won't. Said you glued to the bed. Hey, get that rest. I mean, hey, yeah. They be working you. Oh, I'll talk and say how y'all doing. Going on 2 hours now, so I'm a little talked out. I'm about to shut it down in a few minutes, but GP said unless it's Casey GOAT talk, of course, right? Yeah, start cooking with them stoppages. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna avoid the resume talk, Stamina. Yeah, we won't go that route. But I can come up with an interesting topic to see if BJ can hold his own on it against James. We'll keep it simple. Like how? No, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to do that. I was gonna say Casey O'Neal, how we gonna work her into the title talk? No, we can't do that. We cannot do that. Casey O'Neal is GOAT. That don't even sound right now. Zama said give Casey to Macy. Barbara will rearrange her with elbows. That's an interesting fight, though. Who do y'all got in that? Who do y'all got in Casey versus Macy? James Perez, this is why I said you need to start videos, get yourself out there so people can hear you with what you got to say. And so we can go over there and bug you, James. Yeah, you ain't bugging me. I'm just playing. Just so we can go over there and mess with you. So we can start commenting in your chat about the beast, the real beast. Lolita, what's going on? She said Macy Barber. James said Casey Macy's a good one, I think. That's not bad, yeah. Who wins that? Lolita said Macy wins. Who asked that question again? Was Zaman? Yeah, he said Barber will rearrange it. So that's 2 for Barber. Anybody got Casey? Colton said Macy looked really strong for her last fight. I'd take her. Okay, that's a 3rd for Macy. GP said I could see Barber using her strength on her. Dang, that's another one for Barber. Anybody gonna pick Casey? Excuse me. Dang, Ulysses. That's another one for Barber. I like Barber on that one. Okay, so Zama got Barber. Lolita said Macy. Cole said Macy. GP said Macy. Dang, Stamina said I'll take Macy over Casey, but I won't say it with my chest. But the fact is, you said it, man. Dang, nobody got Casey. Wild Tigers, I don't know who I got winning. Hopefully someone slapped him. Macy and Casey for bringing Valentina Shevchenko out of their mouth. Probably will be Tyler or even Lauren Murphy. Don't be surprised. It could be Lauren Murphy that'll stop one. Not stop one of them, but could stop their tracks. James said, yeah, but I don't know that much about WMMA Raw. I know enough, but nowhere near Commodore Coach. I just ride for my girl mostly. Other fights I enjoy, but not that invested. Got you. Well, yeah, you know Valentina stuff, so that's still a plus. That's always good for the sport. GP said Macy needs a Hummelin again, but she probably get it done. Yeah. Hummelin, she's not one to give out the Hummelin. Casey O'Neill. Daniel H said, I bet Casey has a chance to dog her out. I bet Casey has a chance. Oh, okay, well, once one for Casey. We don't trust Casey in this town. Ulysses. We don't trust Casey in this town. Dang. Robot Chicken said Valentina should fight Kayla Harrison on Amazon Prime. What you mean, like on like ONE FC? O'Neal needs a humbling more now. Okay, he switched it up. He said O'Neal needs the humbling. Yeah, I mean, hey, they got people with Floyd channels, John Jones channels out there. Whether you're hating on people or not, there's a lane for it. And Stamina, people create channels with less, yeah. And then there's people that create channels with more of just nothing. Sometimes, not even WMMA related, but people with a lot, but they're not doing it. I'm not sure who wins between O'Neal and Barber, but it should be a good build up, a good fight. Hey, go back and watch some of them fights, man. I'm telling you, that should be a good fight. Oh, wow. Robot Chicken said Barber will milk Casey. She's too strong. Macy and Casey head so big. A head clash would cause a sonic boom in the cage if they fight. Wow. Ernest said Macy and Casey heads are so big. A head clash would cause a sonic boom in the cage if they fight. GP said, does Kayla get humbled in the rematch coming up? She could, man. There should be no reason Pacheco can't win this fight. Third time's a charm. I can't say Kayla fully gets humbled, though. It's still like a tough call. I think Pacheco definitely can make it interesting, but it all depends, man, if she can land something big early. Because the ground is going to be crazy. Like once again, if she gets taken down, it's going to be a long night. That's why she got to get started early with her hands. Can she get humbled? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm not confident enough to say that Pacheco does it 100% this time, though. Oh, Wild Tiger with the 5 spot. Appreciate that. She said, I don't like Casey O'Neill fake mine. Just give me and holler if Casey goes flying like Jessica I did. Dang. She said no Casey O'Neill for her. Well, you got one person Danielle H is sticking with. She thinks Danielle H thinks Casey O'Neill can dog her out. I mean, hey, I'm surprised a lot of people picked Macy in there. Really? Robot Chicken says start your real goat channel, then you and Monterey Z-Man can make prediction videos. Yeah, call it the real goat. Okay. Oh, Big Soldier said Andrade versus Rose 3. Who wins? Oh man. If it's a 5-round fight or 3-round fight, I don't care. Let me see. I think Andrade wins this time. I think Andrade will win. And and I was one that picked Rose to win the first fight. I picked Rose to win the first fight. Didn't come through. I picked her in the second fight, I think. I did. I thought she edged it out in the second fight. But this time around, I think momentum is favoring Andrade. Andrade just doesn't change. Gets better. But the things about her that make her dangerous never leave her. She hasn't lost a step. I'm going to go with Andrade, big soldier. What about you? I still pick Wei Lee to beat her in a rematch, though. Yeah, Wei Lee would still beat Andrade in a rematch, I think. But I think Andrade Rose, I'm going with Andrade. Daniel H said Macy be punching air at times. I can see Casey taking her down when she overcommits. Good point. Good point. Shadow boxing, yeah. Macy be shadow boxing. You know what though? Casey O'Neill, she don't shadow box. Casey O'Neill commits the long punches. She got some long jet. What is Casey O'Neill's reach? Hold on, let me look here. Casey O'Neill was in that Roxy punch and striking. High number of strikes landed. She got hit a lot too, but she don't shadow box. Casey O'Neill, I got to give her credit. 69-inch reach. 69-inch reach. That's why she was connecting so much, and she uses it. I don't know, man. I know a reach can't change everything, but she's using it right. Her reach is longer than Caitlin Chikagian. Casey O'Neill's got a longer reach than Chikagian, and she extends her shots. I wanted to say that too. Yeah, so when you match up the one that shadow boxes and can start slow, you never know. Casey O'Neill has a good chance. Long jab, long right hand. She working with Loma Labugni too. Worked out in Tiger Muay Thai. Yeah, I'm not one to go ahead and throw it out there and just say it. Now I'm thinking about it. Andrade, Lolita, Ernest, Andrade, Ulysses said Andrade. Dang. Bipolar said Andrade. Colton said I feel like Rose is going downhill. Something's off. Rose was in trouble last time. Yeah. Zama said Andrade and Andrade Whaley too. Andrade. Oh, he got Andrade by 3rd round TKO against Whaley. No, I still got Whaley. He said Whaley is Andrade's worst matchup. Yeah. Whaley ain't scared. Daniel H said whoever wins the clinch has a better chance. Casey and Macy, right? Yeah. Yeah, whoever wins the clinch. Macy's got a tough clinch, though. I think Casey, when she clinched, her taking it to the ground and putting Macy on her back would be, ideal for her. Daniel said, any news on Shevchenko's new opponent? It seems they're waiting on Vivi Grasso. Yeah, no news yet. No news yet, Daniel. It's probably going to be that Vivi Grasso winner. Combo Grasso fight and Manon fight are 1 week apart. Do you think it'll be Grasso or Rujo winner by the end of this year or beginning of next year? Beginning of next year. Definitely not December. They're not going to force one of those fighters into a 2-month fight like that. That's the biggest fight of their careers too. Mark my words. It's probably going to be February or March. You'll see Valentina back in February or March. Wow, Ulysses said Thug froze. Come on, man. He said she ain't Thug anymore. Hey, she might not be. She might just be Rose, and nothing wrong with that. I mean, to be a thug, you got to be a dog. Wild Tiger appreciate that with the 20 spots. She said, I forgot to say, I don't want to hear Casey big head doing some fake tiger or lion roar. Oh, like she did last time. I thought Roxanne slapped the mess out of Casey. What she screamed at wasn't cute for me. She said that wasn't cute. Yeah, I remember she started screaming. She was bleeding too. Daniel said, does Chikagi get a rematch with Val if she beats Fiorot? I think so. I think she does. Daniel Edwards. She called for it a little while back. She said if she beats one more fighter, she will. Charles Harry said Antonina's a sad case. Dang. Yeah, she's just on some other, she's not really into fighting. Maybe if she went back to Muay Thai, maybe she would have more fun. But following the flyweight footsteps of Valentina, I don't think it's working for her. Because, at this point, let's say around this time, 3 years ago, everybody expected her to be in the top 15. But then she lost to Roxanne, back in 2019? Man. Lolita said, yeah, Chikagan would not beat Fiorot. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta keep it positive. The beast is coming. James said, I said we do one in February, one in July, and one at the end of the year. Get 3 next year. Bullet needs to feast. Been on the sideline too much last couple years. Only if you have opponents. I mean, if you don't have anybody ready, you can't do it right away. Going by turnaround time and recovery time in training, you'd have to say, yeah, February or March for one. And then maybe Tyler in like June or July. Right? No, Wild Tiger. I do not want to see that fight, Rose and Carla. No. I don't want that. James said, look at that perfect schedule set up for next year. Grasso, July Manon, December Tyler. He said, how I like that. Those are good fights. That'll get her closer to John Jones's resume. That's a busy year. That year, if she won all of them, that should guarantee her fighter of the year, right? Big Soldier said, why don't you make shorts? What kind of shorts? Like the little short videos or like just short videos? Because I do both. I haven't like made the little, if you're talking about like the 10-second and 30-second videos, I haven't done it in a couple weeks, but I have. Yeah, Runner said he does. Yeah. If you just mean like a regular video, yeah, I do that. Like, here's one right here. Oh, hold on. You mean these type of short videos, Big Soldier, just like a regular video? Or you mean short? You mean like a short? Yeah, I did a few like a couple weeks ago. Oh, yeah, a little sleepy. Wild Tiger said, I think mostly half of the fighters are returning next year, like Nunez, Pena, and Shevchenko and Tyler. Yeah, they all should if they want to get paid. Santos versus Fiorot. Santos versus I like that. Yeah, I like that. I do like that fight. I refuse to pick right now. Yeah, that's how good it is. If you hold on, you mean a short video like this? Oh yeah, thanks, Ulysses. He said he liked the Wei Lee training video. Yeah, I like how Wei Lee was training. Man, I forgot. Yeah, this fight's coming up too. Lemos and not Rodriguez. Colton said Jillian moving a strawweight sounds like a good move if she can make the weight. It's kind of risky too, man. Like, how do you think she does against those strikers, though, man? Okay, Wild Tiger says she'll watch Molly Aaron. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, but in favor of Aaron in this one. Big Soldier said Joanna should have never retired. She had a bad camp at American Top Team. It was you think it was just a bad camp or just bad move that was her first fight back? Like, I don't know if it was like a bad camp because she is who she is, but maybe it was like a bad first fight back. Like, I think her ego got the best of her, thinking she could come right back and fight on a high level after 2 years off, you know? Yeah, I don't really blame the camp. I just blame that she had that mindset like, I can fight title shot or title eliminator. You know, she didn't ever want to fight Darren or Rodriguez. She wanted to go right back in there into the fire. Yo, Lita said, Joanna doesn't have the hunger anymore. She wants to get married, have a family. Yeah, she got to get to that, she at that age where she got to go ahead and do it. She said it herself, like she don't want to take all that punishment because she want to have kids. All right, Cole said, I think Jillian's style will work better against girls that aren't as big as the flyweights. But yeah, she gonna have to worry about them strikers though. That's what I was thinking about too. Her worrying about them strikers. James said, "Stop it! You picked Manon over Bullet and refused to take her to beat Santos. Stop playing." I refuse to pick. Big Soul said American Top Team have all L's back to back though. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I just can't like fully blame like the camp here because at least Carolina, she brought home a win, right? Carolina Kowalkiewicz, she did bring home a win against Felice Herrig, right? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. GP said it was a bad return, absolutely bad return fight. Yeah. Yeah, but they are going back to back. I think they're kind of they're in running with what is their name? Jackson Wink. Who's got more back to back losses right now, Big Soldier? Both of them, right? Jackson Wink Gym, an American Top Team. They kind of in a neck and neck race for back-to-back L's. Wild Tigers out. Oh, Carolina is fighting Sylvania Juarez. You said I'm trying to figure out how to watch the BKFC fights live. Use the Fight app if you want to. If you want to buy the app, use Fight app. Yeah, Fight app. Yeah, Fight app works at BKFC. They got Invicta, BKFC. They got a whole bunch of stuff. It ain't. I don't think it's like no monthly thing. You just buy a fight up there if you want to watch it. Look at BJ right here. Look at this video talking about Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson. He said Manon was right. Jillian Robertson was wrong or lied. Oh, let me watch this video again. James said Carolina and Waterson are each one loss away from retiring. Carolina been lost. To me, Carolina been at a loss to retire. She actually had the broken cheekbone. Got a metal plate put in her face too. Atom weight. Yeah, atom weight. Featherweight and atom weight, man. I don't care. Like either one of them divisions. But you got more than enough of atom weight right now. You got what's her name? Jessica Del Boni fighting next week. And Invicta FC defending her title. Colton said, was that from the Yawn fight? Yeah, the metal plate was from the Yawn fight. Before that, Grasso really put a whooping on her too, but it was the Yawn fight. I think in the first round, her eye socket was broken. Yeah, I've seen enough, man. I mean, personally, so Juarez is gonna be a handful for Carolina. Jay Express said, "What's the ceiling for Robertson?" Yeah, everybody's a fan of fighters, but Robertson, if those hands don't come together, if it's just not connected, that's all I can say. It's just got to come together, man, or you won't get into the top 15. Daniel said it was weird and nice seeing Carolina with the Octagon interview. Right. I mean, she was happy, man. She was crying. She was crying with joy. I was happy for her. Because that Panay fight, she was crying in there that night, boy. Big Soldier said 30 likes. Yeah, let's get to 30. Okay, we at 27. Get to 30. Yeah, man. Sylvania has some bricks in her hands, man. Like, not a very high IQ on the ground or high IQ in general, but that girl can box. Let me pull up. I can't show it, but I want to look at that. Sylvania Juarez and Demopoulos knockdown. I'm gonna look at it right now. Man, why they started there? They started at the armbar. I want to see the knockdown. Look at Juarez. She connected with that big punch. Cole said, I think KK said, I found my passion for fighting again. So she's probably going to have a couple more fights at least. Her and Angela Hill, that would be interesting though. Yeah, Juarez is over here fainting, just trying to set up Demopolis. Trying to avoid, Demopolis coming in. She landed a nice right hand. Demopolis took that first one well. And then she's using her leg kicks too, to keep Demopolis off of her. Ooh, another hard right hand for Juarez. Look at this. Demopolis just can't catch it. She just can't catch her, man. Demopolis just don't strike like that. Juarez is just boxing nicely here. This could have been her fight too, man. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on, give me. Where's that right hand? She made a big mistake. Okay. She took a step back. Boom. Hard right hand drops Demopolis. And she jumps into the armbar. Yeah, that was bad. But that was nice right hand. Like Carolina, got to get it to the ground, GP. She got to get it to the ground. If she don't, she in trouble. Yeah, Sylvania is measuring much better. Her boxing is better, but if Carolina don't get it to the ground, she could get knocked out. She could get picked apart because she's not going to be there to be hit like Felice was taking punches. But Sylvania, I got to give her that. She can box. Wild Tiger said, I feel bad for Carolina when she was losing. Yeah, I like Carolina. I mean, ever since that Andrade knockout, it's just been a hard road. James says some fighters will find anything to convince themselves to keep going. Respect the heart, but enough is enough. No one plays fighting. That's true, man. Yeah, there's some people I'm just like, you got to go. Like you just got to go sometimes, man. Like Roxanne, she probably got some serious injuries. She just don't want to call. She gone. She done. Oh, Sylvania hits like Maidana. Yeah, that overhand right. Yeah, she got some bricks in that hand. Ernest said Carolina's getting folded at Madison Square Garden. I mean, she can, man, because Juarez got some hands. But let it be Juarez that might give her the arm, too. You never know, so. But I got to go with Sylvania Juarez in this fight. Pierre Rodriguez, Sam Hughes, they're on the which card are they on? October 1st, yeah. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm about to wrap this thing up. Going on 2 hours and 40 minutes. Appreciate everybody sticking around and having a conversation. Always enjoy chatting with y'all. But like always, hit the like on your way out. Just to show your appreciation for WMMA Talk. And so you get a notification. And if you enjoy chilling with me. Stamina said Roxy called it right. I'll never talk loose about her for that reason again alone. She has my respect. I agree, man. I think from here on, I ain't going to joke. I mean, I really do anyway on her. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, she got my respect. Everybody's, different as far as personality. So she's got my respect too. I ain't got nothing to say reckless on her. Wild Tiger said, y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night. Hit that like, subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, some new people may have been in here, but haven't really seen too much. Big Soldier, appreciate you coming through, and everybody else, All right, close this down. But yeah, I'll probably catch y'all on Friday if y'all want to catch that smoke. James Press, James Press. But like always, Combo Breaker 99. I am out. Subscribe. Peace.